What if peace in Ukraine is just one phone call away, or a mirage that keeps slipping through our fingers? It's March 2025, and the war that's raged since Russia's 2022 invasion is at a crossroads. Donald Trump's back in the White House, promising to end it fast. Ukraine's Vladimir Zelenskyy is holding the line, and France's Emmanuel Macron's juggling diplomacy like a circus act. A ceasefire is on the table, 30 days to cool the jets. But will it stick? Or are we staring down more war? Welcome to Tinderbox Talks, where we unpack the planet's hottest messes. Today, we're ripping into this mess. What's driving these talks? Who's got the upper hand? And can a pause really stop the bleeding, or just delay the next punch? Buckle up, we're diving deep. Let's set the stage. 3 years ago, Russia rolled tanks into Ukraine, claiming chunks like Crimea and Donbass, about 20% of the country by now. Key hubs fought back with grit, Western weapons, and a knack for making Moscow sweat. Fast forward to 2025. Trump's re-elected, and he's itching to flex his dealmaker muscles. He's called Russian President Vladimir Putin and Zelenskyy, pushing a 30-day ceasefire that'd halt strikes on energy grids. Think power plants, not playgrounds. It's a baby step, not a finish line, but it's got everyone buzzing. Could this be the off-ramp to peace, or is it just Trump tossing a coin and hoping it lands heads? Here's the Trump card. During his campaign, he bragged he'd end this war in 24 hours. Bold, right? Now he's got a hotline to Putin and Zelenskyy, and he's pitching this energy ceasefire like it's the deal of the century. Reports say Putin's nodding along, sorta. He likes the idea of a breather, but wants guarantees Ukraine won't rearm. Zelenskyy's in too, but he's skeptical. Think of him as the guy who's been burned before and isn't handing over the matches yet. After a rocky Oval Office clash in February, where Trump called him a dictator and cut aid, they're talking again. Trump's even floated U.S. firms running Ukraine's power plants. Like, who needs peace when you've got profit? Now, enter Macron, France's smooth-talking ringmaster. He's been on the horn with both leaders daily, pushing Europe to step up. He's floated a wild card, 30,000 European troops as peacekeepers, not fighters, to babysit any truce. Britain's Keir Starmer's in on it too, hosting summits to keep the West from splintering. Why the hustle? Trump's made it clear, America's not footing the bill forever. Europe's nervous. If the US backs off, Russia might smell weakness and pounce. Macron's even hinted at sharing France's nuclear umbrella, a just-in-case flex to keep Putin in check. It's high-stakes poker, and everyone's bluffing with loaded decks. So what's the catch? This ceasefire's narrow, energy strikes only. Tanks keep rolling, drones keep buzzing, and Russia's still clawing at eastern Ukraine. Putin's got leverage. His army's advancing, and winter's coming, which could freeze Ukraine's resolve. Zelenskyy's got F-16s and grit, but he's bleeding cash and lives. He said no deal works without ironclad security, like NATO membership or a promise the West won't ghost him again. Past truces, like the 2014 Minsk agreements, crashed and burned because Russia didn't play nice. Trump's optimism's infectious, but skeptics say Putin's just buying time to reload. Peace or pause? That's the million-dollar question. Let's zoom in on the human toll. Ukraine's lost tens of thousands. Soldiers, civilians, kids snatched by Russia. Imagine a mom in Kyiv, lights out, wondering if the next drone's hers. Or a Russian conscript, shivering in a trench, not even sure why he's there. A 30-day break could mean heat for homes, not headlines. But only if it holds. Trump's betting on his charm, Macron's on Europe's backbone, and Zelenskyy's on sheer will. If it works, 2025 could see talks. Maybe a real ceasefire. If it flops, we're back to bombs. And maybe worse, with Russia eyeing neighbors like the Baltics. This isn't chess, it's dynamite with a short fuse. History's got lessons here. The Korean War paused with an armistice. 70 years later, it's still tense, but not hot. Could Ukraine pull that off? Or is this more like the Cold War, where superpowers glare across a line, waiting for someone to blink? Trump's pushing a quick fix, but Putin's playing long ball. Control, not compromise. Zelenskyy's caught in the middle, begging for a shield, not just a timeout. The wild card? You watching this. What do you think? Can this ceasefire stick? Or are we doomed for more war? It's not just leaders rolling the dice. It's the world watching the table. Here's your shot to call it. Will Ukraine see peace in 2025, Or is more war locked and loaded? Debate it with us. Drop your take in the comments. Team Ceasefire. This pause could snowball into talks. Team Chaos. Russia's too dug in, and the West's too wobbly. We'll highlight the sharpest takes next week. Your voice could shape how we see this. This isn't some distant headline. It's millions of lives, and maybe the world order hanging in the balance. That's today's Tinderbox Talks. Ukraine's fate in 2025, teetering on a knife's edge. If you're hooked on cracking the world's toughest puzzles, smash that subscribe button. Next week, we're tackling another global hot mess. Don't miss it. See you in the comments. Let's figure this out together.